Good morning, FSG. How are you?
Hey, Args, how's it going?
I'm doing all right. Feels like we've been away for a few weeks and it suddenly miraculously turned into March.
It has indeed. Time has passed fast.
It has. It has. I thought it was only a few weeks, but it's turned into a few months. But we've moved to March, so we've got some things to do.
We have indeed. There's some hungry animals, and there's a lot of fields that need some planting doing.
So I think we might have a bit of slurry or dodgy state to spread as well, and just see where we end up with some crops in the ground, or getting some crops in the ground.
Yep, no, that sounds like a good idea. So yeah, so probably should feed the animals first. They're pretty peckish.
Yeah, all right. We'll go and get that done, and then we'll look to what we're going to plant. I think we were looking at oats or something like that.
Yeah, I think the options are oats and sunflowers at the moment. We have to wait another couple of months for some other stuff.
Okay. Oh, we didn't buy any headers for the sunflowers, did we? But we'll at least get some oats in and then decide what we're going to do.
Yes, indeed. Sounds good. All right.
Perfect. Let's go and get some animals fed.
Sounds good. Morning, everyone. How are we? Yeah, it does feel like we've been away for a little bit of time, but we're back. Here we are, No Man's Land. After we finished everything in the end of the last episode, there was nothing to do for a few months, so we took a bit of an extended break while we got things back to a place where we could do some stuff and make it interesting for you. So now we just need to go and feed the animals, make sure they're well fed, and then we will go, as Arg said, we've got quite a lot of slurry and digestate to get rid of, so we'll get some of that on the fields, and then we'll go and seed some stuff. So first things first, let's get this filled up with some TMR, and then we'll get stuck into the fun stuff. Yeah, we're going to top up from the new silos. Let's see how much we can get in here. There we go, about 75% and then 25% of hay. Should be enough to feed the cows. There we go. Fits within our expected ratios, so let's go and get them fed. There we go. There's still that pile of grass from when I mixed it wrongly a few episodes ago. Should probably bring the front loader in here and pick that up at some point, but it's not that important, is it? There we go, a little bit left in there, but not much. Args is on the water at the moment. I wonder if he's already done the straw. Let's check. Oh yes, he's done the straw and the water, and he's just popping up the water now for the cows too, so we are looking good. Alright. Well, because Args has got the front loader on, he can top up the fertilizer point. I'm going to run down and grab us a little bit of seed, because I think we're almost out. Now, as you can see, there's our fields, completely full of weeds, but obviously they'll disappear under when we sow. We're not going to de-weed them after our little experiment last time. We're going to wait until the crops are in the ground and then we can weed them after that. Now, I did consider picking up some eggs and maple syrup as well to bring down and sell, but prices aren't great at the moment, so I've held off doing that, and we will literally grab the seed and head back as soon as we can. Right, 4,000 litres of seed, that should do us, he says optimistically. We'll see. We'll get these loaded up and we'll head back. FSG to Args.
You can go ahead.
I've picked up seed, mate. Do you think we should get some fertiliser as well, or do you think we'll be able to produce enough in time to take it from the production?
There's 2,500 litres here, so there should be enough.
Alright, cool.
We'll gamble on it.
Alright, sounds good. There we go. That's the answer I was looking for. We don't want to spend money unless we have to. But equally, There isn't masses in the production at the moment, but I don't know how fast it generates, so we'll keep an eye on that. 2,500 litres at the moment, so if Args is loading any more manure in there, we will know pretty quickly. Right, loaded up. Let's head back. Right, here we are. I think I might just drop this here. Relatively close to where we're going to be planting, or certainly the first field we're going to be planting. It should make it easier to top up from here. So I will drop this down. There we go. I'm going to go and grab a slurry tanker. Right, there's Args about to grab his too. Timing's perfect. Right, let's get these filled up. And get into the first field. Shouldn't take too long. Our only slight issue is we may run out, but we do have slurry as well, so we're about 30,000 in each. So there may be enough. Right, that's us up and running. Spreading with half a tank gone already. 15 metre spreading width on this, so it's not too bad. I've kind of overlapped a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. Hopefully, disappointingly, we're not going to get 2 passes out of this at all, but it is what it is. But I think a few passes over these fields won't take us too long, and then we can get into the seeding. Well, there we go. 2 tankers. We're just about done already. First field anyway. Args is just going to fill up again. I don't think I'm going to have enough in mind to get to the end either, which is slightly disappointing, but we're not a million miles off. Wow, that's us. We've finished it already. 1 field and we are all done. That is interesting. Right. If this 1,000 litres will get me my little bit in the field or not. Can't see where it finished off last time, but it's gonna be pretty close. Oh, look at that tiny gap. Oh well. You see it there in the reflection. That's the only bit that was missing. I'll wait for Args to finish and I'm gonna ask him what he thinks we should do next. FSG to Args?
Yeah.
So, we burnt through all the digestate in that first field.
I didn't think it'd go very far.
Do you think we do that top field with slurry, but the bottom field we'll leave and maybe fertilise normally? Because we'll run out halfway through otherwise.
I'd say so, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Probably work the best way.
Oh, you heard the man. We'll take a little bit of slurry out of here. Do that top field. And then the rest we'll have to do with normal solid fertiliser. So those first 2 fields when we plant, we'll put a double dose in. We'll obviously the digestate or the slurry that we've put into them. And then we'll have dry fertiliser in the seeder as well. Now the second fields, or the fields that we don't have enough liquid manure or digestate for, they will have to get a second dose of fertiliser at some point. We might have to do that with a sprayer later on. But we'll do the top field. There's a small top field up here, and then, like I said, the rest of it will have to wait. We don't want a half slurrier field. We'll also get the tiny little bit of mist. That makes me feel better. Right, I'm going to have to use the light here as well to work out where Args has been. I don't end up covering the same bits. Look, there's his reflection of what he's done, so we can drop in on the next row. I'm thinking, knowing Args has got a full tank and I have 2, that we might just be able to close this bit off. Let's see, I'm running low now, but we might just be able to get this covered with these 2 tankfuls. Right, I'm finished. Args is finishing the last little bit that I missed off, and then he's got about 3,000 litres left in his tank, but he'll throw that into the biogas, I think. Might as well use it rather than just leave it sitting in the tank. And I will go and grab a cedar. Here we go. However, I have just spotted that our header is in the way of our two cedars, so I'm going to get that shifted, and then we will be able to get at them. There we go. Alex is going to grab one. I'll grab the second one. There we go. Oh, we have got half full of fertilizer already, and seed in there too, 28% of seed, so that's helpful. Right, here we go. Topping up. There we go. I had to just adjust my angle slightly so it worked with the trigger, but all good. Now we'll head over to where Args is and where the cedars. We'll go from there. Sun's come out nicely, which is good. There we go, seed in. And the second big bag. Right, and away we go. Now you can see there's an overlap here. And Args did the first edge freehand. So we'll just tidy this up, and then we'll be on full passes after this. Obviously the weeds are disappearing now, but they will be back. We're not getting rid of the weeds at the moment. Based on our little experiment, if you remember it from a few weeks ago. We got rid of the weeds before we planted, and they came back, so we're very conscious now that they will return. So we'll capture them at a later date, either with a weeder or we'll spray them if they get too big. There we go. First pass done. Seed rate is low, fertilizer rate is low, so we should get through quite a lot doing it like this. So we will report back in a little while. Just to check there that we were getting a double dose of fertilizer in. You can see the light blue from the slurry, and now we're putting the fertilizer in with the cedar. We're getting the second batch in there as well. We'll need to roll this as well at some point, but that's okay. It's another fast job to do, so all good.
Still here we are, my friend, over 10 years down the road. 3 kids in a big old house, can't weigh a heavy load. Well, I gotta give it to you, don't know how you found the time. Making all ends meet while running down that line. Keep the love alive, it's a tricky thing. You gotta let it fly, you gotta give it wings. If you wanna make it right, blue man.
Right, here we go on the last pass of the first field. Alex has started on the second field already, as you can see. So we'll join him in there very quickly. How are we doing for seed and fertilizer? We're doing well. 49% seed, 63% fertilizer still, so we've got a fair bit. Definitely get enough to get this field done, and probably a lot of that field there done. Whether or not we're going to switch crops, I don't think so. We'll just run oats in all these 3 fields, and then we'll maybe switch when we go further down to the second block of fields. But there we go, 1 field done, and doesn't that look good? Very nice.
Keep it love alive, home is a tricky thing. You
Right, here we go. The big field nearly finished. Args just following behind me there. Finishing off that row as well. And we are 46% still seeded in the seeder, so we don't need to stop just yet. We've got 3 fields down there to do next. I'm not sure whether or not we'll switch crops or not. I don't know what options we've got available to us, but we'll have a look. Right, so the only other option we've got at the moment is sunflowers, which obviously need a planter, not a seeder. But we do have a lot of fields that need rolling as well, so we could put one of us into the roller and one of us into the planter. Let's see what Args wants to do. Got through those pretty quick, Args?
Yes, ruthlessly efficient, as you would so eloquently put it.
So, the only thing we can really plant that's valuable, or that we want to harvest later on, is sunflowers.
Right.
But obviously that needs the planter, doesn't it? Now we've got the big planter, but we've only got one of them.
We do.
So,
yeah.
How about one of us rolls and one of us plants?
Yeah, we could do that. That makes sense. It won't take long. It won't take long to plant those 3 fields of sunflowers.
Not at all.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to do the rolling if you want to have a go with the planter and try and get that done.
Cool. Well, let's do
Excellent idea. Good thinking.
that. Nice one.
We'll keep you on for another week.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
Well, there we go then. Let's get on with this. I am going to just leave what we've got in here. I'm not going to empty it out, and we will pop it into the shed just as is. If you thought for 1 second there I was going to put it in the shed without getting it washed, I was just adjusting my angle so you could get it at a better angle to wash it with. Honest governor.
Oh, I never doubted at all. I'm not going to do your tractor though. You can get that dirty planting.
Fair enough. Well, I'm here and we have run out of dry fertiliser, so I am going to take my chances that there's enough in there and we're going to go for it. I still also think I need a weight on the front of the split. Let's just fill it up and see how we get on. 2 seed bags still here, so should have enough. Right. Let's get into the field. Okay, switch to sunflowers. Spin it up. I'm going to just grab a course while we're here, a GPS course. So we'll grab our beeline here, and then we are done. And we're good to go. Right. Let's get some planting done. 9 metre width planter. Shouldn't take us too long. Well, we are ticking down quickly on supplies of fertiliser, and the seed already is down quite a lot, so just need to keep tabs on that. But let's push on. We have just filled up with a little bit, well, the last of the seed that was on the low boy there. So we've got 64% seed left. We were down to 2%. We've got 22% solid fertilizer, and we don't have any more of that. So I'm going to hedge my bets here and hope we can just about manage to get this last bit of this last field done before we run out of everything. So, seed we should be fine now with, that's not a problem. But fertiliser, I think we might run it pretty tight. I'm just going to grab these bits here that I missed. But yeah, I think we might be a little bit tight on fertiliser, so let's see how we get on, shall we? So there we go, last couple of passes, and I don't even know why I was worried. Still 11% fertiliser in there. So easily enough to cover this. But there we go. One more pass. And that is another pretty epic day's work done. Lined up so we don't miss any bits on the last pass. There we go, drop it down. Now Args is doing pretty well with the rolling as well. I think he's a little bit behind me. Maybe got a few rows more to do in the big field, but he's been making good progress as well, so it is a power of work that's been done today. A power of work. There we go. Spool it down. Job done. Another 3 rather nicely finished fields here. There he is, just starting his last pass. And he is done. I don't know whether or not he wants to just leave his tractor here, because we need to roll these fields over here as well. I'll run him back in the sidekick, or he wants to drive back to the farm. We'll ask him. Nice work, mate.
Thank you. You're out sightseeing, I see.
Well, I just thought if we didn't do those 3 fields down there, you could leave the tractor here and I'll run you back to the farm in the sidekick.
That's a clever idea, isn't it? I'll go park up and we can head back over.
Alright, mate. You rest up, mate. You've had a busy day.
Yeah, thank you. I will hold on quite tightly here, though.
What are you saying? Okay, I know
Nothing.
I've got previous.
Yeah. You come with history.
So that was a very again, we seem to do it every week, but very efficient.
We got lots done, which is always nice. All the animals were taken care of. We've got all our crops planted. A little bit of fertiliser done. So I don't know what we've got to do next week now.
I know, we just get too efficient, don't we?
We do, which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. What will we have? Those fields to roll. We've probably got some fertiliser to apply to some of those crops, which we didn't get to slurry.
That's right.
But otherwise, I don't know. Maybe we'll get into some grass work by then. Who knows?
Yeah, possibly. It could have grown by then, couldn't it? And there's a lot of stuff to sell as well.
There is. That's a good point, actually. I think we had the first lot of stuff coming up in March or April, didn't we?
That's right, that's right.
No, very good. All right. Oh, thoroughly efficient. Well done.
Thank you, mate. No, that was good. Nice to catch up as well.
Yeah, it was nice to be back in No Man's Land for a little bit. You take care. Have a nice week, and we'll catch you again soon.
Yes, indeed. Take care, mate. Bye for now.
All right. See ya.
There we go, folks. Another episode done. All done and dusted. Should turn the engine off on this. What with the price of fuel at the moment, don't want to be wasting it. But yeah, we are done and dusted. That was a pretty heavy-duty episode in terms of getting just volume of acres done, so that was good. And like I said, there's loads of stuff to sell here, so got some things to keep us amused next week. But for now, thank you very much for watching. From Argsy, wherever he's gone to, and myself, we will see you again very soon. Take care, and bye for now.